is 803 Music. We're here in Columbia at Music Farm, and we have Rob of Nonpoint.
How you doing? I'm ready for some goofy stuff. Do it.
How does it feel to be back in Columbia?
Pretty cool. I haven't been here in a while. I think the last time we played here, we played with Papa Roach. I want to say at the road. There was a road that was closed, so it was like a radio thing or something. No, yes, it was outside of that. It's pretty. All the shows we've done here have actually been great. I think we played with Crossfade at some. They have a thing here called the Fallout or something like that.
We
played with Crossfade at a baseball stadium. I believe that guy was here with me. Columbia, yeah. It was rainy that day. I remember that.
What's anything that stands out more than anything?
Money, fame, attention.
I don't know. The crowd's great. I mean, love the crowds here. The food's pretty damn good too. So
you're in the South. The South is best.
Definitely.
If you had to play another genre of music.
What was that? Another genre?
Right. Another kind of music.
Another kind of music. What would it be?
Right.
Country.
Country?
It makes a lot of money.
So it's about the money.
Well, if I'm going to play another genre of music, it's going to be for money. Rock and roll ain't no money in rock and roll.
So being a drummer, do you have any vocal skills?
I do. I mean, I sing around the house and stuff, but I don't sing on the record though or nothing like that.
So I'm
not gonna sing.
Can you improvise a pop song for us?
Shake it off. That's all I know. Taylor Swift. My daughter likes that song.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Let's say you or your singer were a politician or had some kind of political power. Mm-hmm. What would you use that for?
Dude, to be very honest, I do not follow politics, so not the guy really to ask that question, because honestly, I don't care who's in office. No disrespect to people who follow politics. I have nothing against them. Whoever wants to be liberal or whatever it is that you are, I don't care.
What I was going to tie that with is just for humane reasons, just what would you do with that kind of power to... Because Nonpoint has a lot of positive vibes and...
Improve the economy, man. The economy sucks. So at least that's what they say. Improve the economy, but I really don't. I can't give you an educated answer because I have not educated myself in politics. All honestly I care about is taking care of my family. It's
a family man.
Yeah, that's the only thing I care about when I wake up and go to sleep at night is making sure my family is taken care of. I live vicariously through other musicians that do that kind of stuff, that dedicate their lives, and every other post is some political, and if you want to do that, that's fine, but me, I just care about music, that's all.
Now, when you're on tour, let's say you had a pet to bring with you. Would it be a turtle, a squirrel, or a pet rabbit?
Pet rabbit? Well, turtles don't really shit, right? So I have to clean them.
It's really runny.
Well, I don't...
It's like the squirts.
I'll probably a turtle.
Turtle.
Yeah, I used to have a turtle. So.
Oh, that's cute.
But we let it go in the water, in the wild. So.
At least you didn't eat it, right?
Well, that thing was growing too big to be in that little fish tank. You had to go.
Now, sort of like the question I asked you earlier. Now, being in a band, a musician, with your lyrics and your musical style, you want to influence people some way. So now. What would you say that you want your people to gather from your music?
Well, Elias writes a lot from our personal experience, and basically it's like we offer not, let's say you got to do it this way, but we offer maybe like a possible solution so that doesn't happen to you. Be in a relationship or being in business. We write about a lot about personal stuff. That's happened to us. And a lot has happened to us, which will never run out of lyrical ideas. But it's basically, we explain situations through music, where people can gather some knowledge, where we don't have to do a post about it. They just read the lyrics and they kind of figure it out from there. So basically, like a possible solution to hopefully maybe you're relating to something, like a song like "Alive and Kicking." It's a lot of people have. Over the years, I said that song has got them by a divorce or a job or something. So it's working somehow. The lyrics are kind of working to help people. So it's all good.
What do you say about the truth?
The truth, people tied that into it was around just when Bush was in office.
I believe.
So people tied that in with that, even though it wasn't. But it could be about any situation, you know, the truth about this person's life, that person's life. You know, it's like it doesn't tie into anything.
The music video has it seems like subliminal. Now.
Yeah, but that was the director's idea.
Okay.
You know, that wasn't our idea, but it was a cool idea with the papers and all that stuff flying around and the little, you know, headlines, which, you know, like I said, it's like the song "Breaking Skin," like from our last record. It's about addiction, but it can be about you could be addicted to anything. And it's not. It's just about addiction in general. It's not like a certain type of thing, even though the director had an idea, made it out of whatever that drug is. And
where do you find the time to balance to serve your family, your fans, your friends, and also find time for yourself? Where do you
time for myself is
that?
The only time I really have for myself is when I'm on tour. At home, it's as soon as those kids wake up till they go to bed, I'm a father. You know, like I do business too. Like when the only time I can do anything at home is when they're taking naps. You know, I barely watch TV. You know, like and you know, my wife barely go on a date because we're so tired from dealing with the kids all day.
Right.
It's a hard balance, man. It really is. But I've been able to do it, and I've talked to a lot of my friends who are fathers. You know, they're in like the same scenario as, you know, and I see how they do things. So I've modeled myself, like say Dan Donegan from Disturbed. He was actually a neighbor of mine, you know, and so I see the cool stuff, you know, that he does, and I'm like, okay, this can be done. You know, having 2 kids and being a full-time band, and because when I'm away, my wife becomes mother and father. She's basically a single mom when I'm away, so, you know, so it's hard to balance, but you have to do it.
I say that to tie in with another question is that you got aspiring musicians who are trying to get into the industry and just who want to get in the industry. Can you shed some light on things that maybe they're not aware of, or something that may pop up later and be like, I didn't expect this?
Right now, I mean, my best advice for a musician are 2. If you're going to be in a band, definitely be aware of all your business. Read every contract. Be involved in everything. Back in the day, when we first started, we had people that did stuff for us, booking agent, manager. But now, like me and Elias, are very into the business side. So we make the calls, and we know everything that's going on with this band. You know, there's no we're not in the dark. But if you're just going to be in it to play music and just to literally have fun, then stay in school, honestly, because this is a business.
It's a business, not a hobby.
It's not a hobby. When you're out here, this is a business. You got to take care. It's like you're at work. It's like you're the CEO of the band. You're the CEO of the company. It's a company. It's a business venture that you're getting into. You have to invest. You know, you have to make sure you know where all your money's going. So if you don't know where all your money's going, you're going home with nothing. So
you had a side project, or do you still have that going?
I don't have the time. You know,
no time.
I record at home, you know, in my little studio, but Nonpoint is the main thing, you know, until if we ever take like some kind of a hiatus or take a break, which never, you know, because this is our bread and butter. It's, you know, people at a 9 to 5 don't take a hiatus from their job. You know, so it's like, you know, to me, this is just like a 9 to 5. You know, we work all the time, even when we're off the road.
So we shouldn't expect anything from Nonpoint saying, "Oh, we're going to be taking a break," or "We got this going on. We'll see you in a couple of years."
The only time you'll hear that is when the band's over. Yeah, if that's it. But I'm a lifer. I've been in this 18 years. So
18 years.
I've never taken a vacation in 18 years. Well, except Shiprock. That's kind of a vacation. I'm still playing though, but it's a vacation.
What you had an album mixed or produced by Chad Gray of Mudvayne. Mm-hmm. What are your words about that? I mean, working with Mudvayne.
It's one of my least favorite records, but not because he worked on it. It's just musically, I didn't think it was up to par with our other albums. But it was a great experience to work with Chad. I mean, Chad's been a friend for over a decade. We actually did Mudvayne's very first headlining tour. We opened that tour, and we've developed a relationship. And the most amazing thing about that is he gave me a lot of drum ideas, in which I never imagined that coming from a vocalist. You know, I was never aware that he played an instrument or nothing. You know, but he gave me a lot of drum ideas and really helped me like develop. Like just it was just little things, you know, that it wasn't like do this beat or nothing. It's just little like ear candy type
Small
stuff.
things that matter, right?
Yeah, little ear candy type stuff that really mattered to fill up the gaps really well. So.
And your thoughts on your album To the Pain? I mean, that was some time ago.
My thought, it's the best one in our catalog. That's my personal opinion. I think it's the best one we've had to offer. Is the most diverse. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of fun listening to it and still playing some of the songs off of there. But it's definitely my favorite of all.
And some bands, they like to play, you know, when they release a new album, they'll play, you know, mainly stuff like 80% of their set list is off the new album.
Not us.
How not y'all?
No, because if you're a band, we have eight records right now, so. If you're playing all new stuff, then you're cheating out the fans that want to hear. Believe me, I would love to play do a tour. I have to play What a Day, but you have to play it. And the one time we didn't play it, we were out with Hell Yeah Machine Head. First 3 shows, we didn't play What a Day. So Rob Flynn from Machine Head pulls me aside, says, "Why in the hell are you not playing What a Day?" I'm like, oh, "Fuck, I'm tired of playing What a Day." So I went out to him. Well, why ain't you playing 10-Ton Hammer? So he started playing. Did you play 10-Ton Hammer? I'll play What a Day. So. We had to start playing it again. So
one song that it seems hard to hear live is Buscando Man. Is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. That's one song that's rare to hear.
Well, we have played it. I mean, recently we went to Puerto Rico in June, and we played it down there.
Any chance of hearing that tonight?
No, not at all.
Even if all 3,000 something fans were to scream Buscando Man.
Is there going to be 3,000 fans here?
I like to hope for it.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you would say $3,000, and I'll definitely put it in the set. I'm just kidding. No, I'd probably not. It's just not. We'll probably do that kind of. That's a song you have to play. We play certain songs in certain markets. You know, like Buscando Me is a song that we can play like in Madison, Wisconsin, where the fans there are just hardcore Nonpoint, not radio people, not guys and girls that got into the band with the radio. It's just they got into the band because they've been following the band. You know, in Buscando, we played in Puerto Rico, obviously, and people speak Spanish down there, so you got to, you know.
Sounds like you got a little Spanish of accent, somewhat.
I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm
the whitest Puerto Rican you'll ever meet.
I think you should encourage some mosh pits because people around here are pretty
they want to dress up to them. I mean, we tell them to go crazy. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. You know.
One last thing is that I'm dropping my paper.
Professional, huh? Yeah, okay.
Hey, you drop drumsticks sometimes, don't you?
Never.
Oh.
But I'll probably drop some tonight now that happened. If I do, call me out.
One last time you were here, I believe it was Jillian's. My brother said he saw the singer. He stepped on the fan's hand by accident, and it impaled his hand through like a nail or something. And I say that to say, what's the craziest thing you've come by touring?
Craziest. We were playing actually in your lovely state of South Carolina. In Spartanburg. Ground Zero, and there was a guy out there with a knife just stabbing motherfuckers left and right. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He's got a straight face. I think he's being serious.
I would not make that up. There's no way.
He's just stabbing people in the crowd.
Yeah, and he got his ass beat really bad by security. Worse than what he was stabbing. So.
Well, there you go. This has been 803 Music with Rob. Any last words you want to say?
Nonpoint.com. Check all the dates. Record The Return is out. It's got all the socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Instagram. So, yeah.